Hello, guys. You're welcome to another amazing episode on your favorite podcast, Talk Your Mind, powered by Motec. Today is going to be an amazing section because we have somebody in the house today that is ready to express ourselves and tell us our story, a true story that is unfiltered, that is real, and that is unscripted. This is Talk Your Mind podcast, and I hope you're ready to listen with an open mind. Open mind, not to judge in any way, but to just learn from our lessons, learn from our experiences per se, and sit back and relax and let us, get into it immediately. Welcome back once again, and I hope you do follow us and subscribe to our TV. And you're welcome. Once again, my name is Alvin, and the studio today is Joy. And Joy, first of all, I have to tell you that you are a hero
Thank you very much.
because I believe it's not easy for someone to, express herself, tell her story, the kind of story that you have, you are a hero in the sense that by telling your story, a lot of people are going to be saved from making some mistakes that you made in the past. Okay. So I must welcome you specially to Talk Your Mind podcast. And once again, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Let's just go straight into it. Tell us, how was your childhood like? You know, what kind of family
Mm,
did you grow up from? Was it like a single home, a single parent home? Was it a happy home filled with love? How was your childhood like? Just let's.
it was neither a single home nor a happy home nor a sad home. It was mixed. While growing up, my dad works. He does a job that always takes him like traveling around, and he's never home. But he comes once in a while. And my mom, she has always been this figure of father, both mother and father. She has always been there. She loves us. I won't lie. She has been my hero. She has been the reason I have been pushing life for. So I experienced all the sides of life, the bitter, good, sweet, bad, worst parts of life.
Wow, amazing. Not amazing in the sense that
It's amazing
it's
because it's
amazing.
made me who I
Okay,
am
but
today.
but just tell me, like, when you're a single mother.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, when you found out that you were pregnant, obviously you were not married at that age.
Yep.
How did you really feel? Like, what was the first thought that came to your mind when you found out that you? How did you even know that you were pregnant?
I knew because I know my body.
Mm.
And when I found out, actually, abortion came to mind. I was like, a young girl at this age getting pregnant. I really don't know anything about motherhood. I have never been a mother before. But I said, okay, let's see how it goes. Then I told the father, and he was really happy about it.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let me keep it.
So the decision, was it solely the man or you yourself? You were
The both of
ready to.
us,
Did you discuss this with maybe your dad or your mom before you decided?
nobody
Okay,
knew because I
nobody.
was not in Nigeria.
Oh, where were you?
I was in Mali.
So he was not a Nigerian too.
No.
That's another story on its own. That's another
Yeah,
story on its own. So you were in far away from your homeland,
like 4 5 days journey to Nigeria, a week journey to Nigeria.
and you got pregnant with a foreigner, and you decided to keep it.
Yep.
Wow, that's another story on its own, guys. But from there, so what happened? Like, after the
Mm,
decision on keeping the child.
it was all good. It was going fine and well, and the baby came. She was a blessing. It was difficult at first, but
Sorry to cut you, but what was your parents like? What were their response immediately, or you didn't tell them after the childbirth or
yeah,
something?
I told them when I was about 6 months gone.
What would?
Actually,
Yeah.
I actually did not tell my mom. But when my dad died, because I was actually pregnant for my first child when my dad died.
Oh, sorry about
And
that.
thank you. And I was not able to come for his burial when they called. I was like, I left home to hustle. Then I'll be coming back home with pregnancy, no money, nothing to show for. How will I explain this to my parents that, oh, I left home? I didn't even tell them before leaving home, and I'm coming back with a child. I just told them that I will not be able to come for some reasons. Where I was very far and did the burial without me. So
Are you
I
the first child?
moved down. No, I'm a second child.
All right.
I moved down from Mali to Cotonou because then I was in Cotonou when I actually got pregnant, and I went to Mali for some business.
All right.
So and
It's fine.
when I called him, he was like, "Okay, fine, let's keep this baby." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I moved down to Cotonou and we started
Life.
one small family.
Oh,
And then he went back to Mali, and I went back to Mali with the child. And he started showing some characters of which I just felt he would change with time.
mm,
He would change. He would change. And then the aunties started talking about coming to see my people, how they would send someone with him. And I just felt, okay, maybe they are actually serious with this marriage of a thing. And then 4 months later, he just changed completely.
mm.
The money I gave him
You
to
gave him
hold,
money.
yeah, certain amount of money, 1,200,000, 300 francs.
So that's like how much in Nigeria?
As at now,
Yeah,
they're about 4 million. Yeah.
that's quite big.
Yeah. I never knew he had spent the money. So when I
And he
told
never
him,
told you
he
before
never
he
told me
spent.
about it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when I told him I was coming to Nigeria to see my parents, he really did not agree to it. But with time, then I already told my mom I have given birth. I have a child and she's a girl. My mom was crying and like for a very long time we left home. You did not come. You barely call. What is going on? And I said, nothing, I'm fine. My godfather has been calling me. God bless that man, Mr. Promise Nandi.
God bless Mr. Promise. Nnamdi.
He has been calling, he has been advising, Joy, come back home. Joy, come back home. And I have been running away from him until I told him I want to go back home. I want to go see my mom. He said, okay. Finally agreed. The family was happy, though they didn't really believe I would come back with her child, but they were really happy to
Yeah.
send me off like that. And the day they came, he bought tickets for me. I was like asking all through the week, the money, the money. He said, no problem, that he will give me the money. On the way to the park, he handed me an envelope. He did not give it to me. He showed me the envelope that the money was inside. And I boarded the bus. He gave me the envelope that I should
Okay, you're
hide it.
using land, not.
Yeah, land.
Wow.
That I should hide the money because of all these customs. They seize cash when they see one. So he has never stolen from me.
Okay, wait. Just hold on that thought. Why didn't he decide to go with you to come to Nigeria with you?
I don't know. I really did not had that
Okay,
idea
at
at
that
that
point,
time.
you guys were already having issues.
No issues, nothing
Okay.
at all. But it was not something we planned, and he was not really having enough cash on him, I would say. So it's something they will sit and they'll plan it, and then they would come
And the
for
plan
it
was that you will go to Nigeria and come back.
and come back. So the bus left and they went home. On my way, I had some cash with me. So I really did not open that envelope until I got to a checking point where I had to pay. And I was like, all I have on me was change. Let me bring out a note. Lo and behold, the envelope was empty with papers in it.
Your baby daddy did that to you.
Yep, with a 5 month old girl with
What
me.
is? Are you serious? Wow.
I told the driver to stop, let me come down. We already left Bamako, and a lady called me and said there was a reason why I didn't check out this envelope at the back. There was a reason why I came this far with this envelope, that she don't know what I've been going through. But this is a sign that I need to leave Mali.
This lady, you don't know her from
She's
any.
an Orobo.
Wow.
Said okay, and we continued. The journey was very rough. The bus left us at a point. The car got spoiled on the road. We stayed for 2 days in one small village. The bus got spoiled, and we said, okay, since we are smelling bad, let's all look for somewhere and bathe. The minute we left, the mechanic came, repaired the bus, and they left.
Like he left you
They
guys.
left us, 5, 6 of us. Wow! I was not having a penny. We managed and we caught up with the bus and we got to Cotonou. This was where another episode started.
Wow.
Single mom, I was not having a dime with me when I got to Cotonou. I don't know anybody in Cotonou.
You and your baby.
Me and my baby.
Wow.
No relative, no friend, nobody. I stayed in the park where they dropped me for 3 weeks. I was peeling onion for them for me to be able to eat. And the lady that talked to me in the bus gave me 2,000 francs. She said, I don't have much, but take.
Wow.
And the first thought that came to my mind was, let me get a SIM card. I got a SIM card for 1,000 francs CFA, and I got recharge card 500. And the remaining 500, I could remember vividly, I bought Pampers and biscuits for my child, and I called her dad. I said, how could you do this to me? He said he ate the money, he used it, he was not able to tell me how it went, and he had no other choice. He could have explained things to me, that he was going to send me some money, I should not worry. Throughout that week, he did not send, and later he told me he sent money, he sent it wrongly.
Okay, sorry to cut you off. But now, okay, we are at Cotonou now, right?
Yeah.
So now, from Cotonou, how were you now able to raise something to leave?
I started looking for a job.
So you forgot about your journey now, coming back home.
I was trying to survive. Nobody was willing to employ me.
So give me an idea. A foreigner in Cotonou, a lady with a baby, obviously maybe without no education background in Cotonou, what kind of jobs were you out there searching for?
Any kind of job.
So did you eventually get one?
No.
So how were you not able to survive without a job?
Somebody came to me, somebody I knew in Mali. I called him and I was like, please, I am in Cotonou, I'm stranded, and I needed something doing. And he said, actually, you will not be able to get a job with a baby. They will barely pay you anything. Mind you, where I was staying in that park, they were always already complaining, telling me to leave.
Move.
So they took me to a popular place in Cotonou called Jonke. I rented a hotel there with my baby and I was paying. The guy sent the money through the person that came to take me. He gave me 20,000 CFA. He said be there. And for a while, everything was good till the money got exhausted. No job, me and my baby. I took another bad decision. Went into streets, like I would say, and started doing all sorts of things. And then I left the hotel I was and I went to Nigeria when I had little money. When I came home, my mom said, I have always given you advice any mother would give to a child. She is not this type of mother that would impose something on you, but she would tell you what a mother would tell her daughter. God bless you, mommy. She has always tried her best, but I was just the stubborn type. So she said, "This is your child. You are welcome in my home, but you will bear the consequences.
Keyword, bear the consequences.
You will take care of this child because I never left my child for my mom. Maybe you will learn from it." I stayed in Nigeria a month, 2 months, and I went back to Cotonou.
Oh, so let's backtrack to what your mom said. She said something very important there, and she actually exhibited an amazing quality. Every mother should have. You know, as parents, I believe when it comes to your children, there's something you should remove out of the way, and that's being judgmental. When they need love, love, it should be everything you should give. You should put judgment aside. So you see the way she welcomed her, she welcomed you, just
Yeah,
like how in the Bible,
the
the
prodigal
father,
son.
yeah, you understand. So kudos to your mom. She
Yeah,
actually did well
she did
and
well.
everything. So from there, so
Got back to Cotonou. I lodged in another hotel. That was where I met my ex.
wait, calm down. Your ex, not your baby,
My two boys' father,
your two. Okay, wait.
3 kids.
Guys, I think we need to slow down a little bit now. You have three kids
Yes,
from how many fathers?
two.
Okay, when you went back to Cotonou, you had just one.
Yes,
So you met the father that is fathering your two extra kids there in Cotonou.
yes.
Why did you go back to Cotonou?
I don't know.
No, you should have a
Just
reason.
wanted to explore.
Explore. You just came back from Mali.
Came back. I never came back to settle down. I will never settle, not till I meet my goal. And my plan was never coming to Nigeria like that. I
Oh,
wanted to be the
yes.
breadwinner. I wanted to be someone in the family they will look up to.
Up
I
to, yeah.
wanted to be somebody they can call at any time and say, "Oh, Joy, we need this." And
Yes,
I'll be
and be
like,
able.
"I've
Yeah,
sent it."
exactly.
And I came back with shame. I came back poor. And I came back with a child.
That was not your plan.
So I said, this is not how it ends. And I missed the fact that I could have started a new life here in Benin. But I was just like, I need to be in Cotonou.
I understand.
I know there was something more for me in Cotonou. So I went back and I changed hotel. And this, my baby's father, seemed to be the manager of the hotel.
Cotonou. Wow, that's quite a lot. But I must commend you because the very first time I saw you, I laughed. I just smiled because there's this positive energy around you.
Really?
Considering what you've gone through in life, still having this positive energy around you is quite amazing. And
Mm.
and I believe, but to wrap this whole thing up, I believe we'll also have to have another episode because it's quite a deep story. There are some places we've not touched, but I believe we'll do it some other time. But just to round it up, what if you are to turn the hands of time? What is that one decision you would not have ever made?
Going to Mali.
Mm,
Never listening to my mom. That would have been one thing
you never wanted to
I
have
would have
done.
never wanted to happen.
That's amazing. So, what would you say to, you know, the viewers out there? There might be somebody that might be, exactly at the same position that you are, that you were as at that time. Like, what's one word of advice you could actually give right now to someone who might be in the position you were years ago?
It's never too late to turn a new page.
Mm,
For the first time I was supposed to write my WAEC in 2013, 2014, but I just wrote my WAEC this year.
that's nice.
Nothing is ever too late.
Mm,
I have decided to turn a new leaf, not because I regret anything, but I have done all sorts of things and think you're feeling just make sure that whatever you are doing is good. Whether you're always arguing with your mom, there are some parents that are unbearable, but when you become a parent, you know why
they had
they
to be
had to make
unbearable.
that decision.
Yeah.
When you become a mother, a single one at that, you understand what life really is. To young girls,
All right.
to young teenage girls, our Gen Z buddies, as they call them. I'm still a young girl. I'm still learning. Life is a school where you learn every day. To young girls trying to feel among, trying to belong, it doesn't really matter. Because when you go inside your room, it's between you, your life, and how you lived it. It doesn't really matter what designer bag you're carrying, what designer shoes you're wearing, how people see you outside. It's all about your inner mind. It's all about what you feel is good. You might be having some peer pressures right now because my girlfriend, she's 18 and she has this. I used to feel that way, but not anymore. You can never pressure me. If I like make I use this my leg Shrek, you not feel pressure me. You see that my own area when I dey chop. The better person when they cook for my side. I just feel it's time to start speaking out, start voicing out. Because I've seen a lot of souls get lost, a lot of young girls dying from
Amazing.
things they never wanted to do. A lot of them being misled.
Mm.
So those human traffickers,
That's another story. We don't know.
the God that will punish you people.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's quite crazy.
The thing that you guys don't know that you are parents. You give birth to children. Most of the mothers self take their child into
Of course,
prostitution.
yeah, they take their
I
child
saw a
and
case
hand
where
it over to the traffickers.
no, yes, that one is even good. I saw a case where a mother gave her daughter's number to somebody to bring her down to Senegal for prostitution. And the girl was balancing this person,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing that she was really balancing her mom.
That's crazy. That's sad.
Your reward is on earth here, not in hell.
Not in heaven or hell.
Hey.
Yeah.
I know I've done so many mistakes, so many bad things. I would want to rewind and correct, which I had no time. And I'm actually paying for them. But
Is well. Is well. Is
if
well.
it is
Is
well,
well. Is well. Once again, thank you very much, Joy, for
you're
sharing your
welcome.
story.
Yeah.
An amazing story. A story where this is not the end. This is not the end of the story. I believe in time you will come back to share, the testimony in all these issues, in all of this story. So kudos to you and thank you once again for sharing this story, this beautiful story. Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for your courage, for sharing your story. We are really, really, really proud of you for from where you're coming from and where you are right now. I believe the future is bright and
Yeah.
just keep being you and keep being amazing. Thank you very much for sharing your
You're
story with us
welcome.
on Talk Your Mind podcast. I believe, guys, you heard a story, and I believe there might be something you can pick from the amazing story. It was quite touching. And like I said before, we really want to get your feedback. Should we do a part two of this particular episode? Because I believe there are still a lot of stories we've not touched. And thank you guys for watching, and ensure you subscribe to our TV, Talk Your Mind TV on YouTube. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. Thank you very much for your support. God bless.